with no surprise to anybody since the film came out and started to take all sorts of records, it is official. Spider-Man No Way Home, by the end of its entire run, will be Sony's most profitable film of all time. Now yes, they are splitting these profits with Marvel Studios, but still, that's awesome. So we are not going to go fully into all the numbers because we just don't have those numbers just yet. There's some expectations of how much money they will make, and these are based on the projections that the film is going to make between 1.5 to 1.75 billion, and that's quite a big gap in there. So once we start to close in on an official number, then we'll talk about how much they will actually make. But it's really no surprise that if you think about this film's success, the box office push that they had going into it, and even after the release, that this film will officially be more profitable for Sony, Marvel Studios, and Disney to date, and blowing past the previous most profitable film, which would have been, well, Spider-Man Far From Home. And also up there is Spider-Man Homecoming, so quite clearly things are looking good for Sony, and you would think that this is a big indication that things are going to run a little bit more smoothly going forward for everybody involved in the relationship, because money talks, and that's really the takeaway here. And with these types of numbers, you would think that they would want to repeat, I guess, or try to outdo themselves again, but it all obviously remains to be seen how big the scope of the next film is. Or did they do something like build up to another big crescendo event, sort of like an Avengers Spider-Man style thing, which again could work, and this time you can actually advertise the characters, which would be good because that might even push it further this time. So again, in due time we're going to talk about the end profits, but everybody's pretty much expecting a pretty incredible number by the time we get them, from either Variety, Deadline, or whoever's going to be able to get those numbers first. But I think what's important here is that Sony clearly is going to be the one that benefits most from this because, well, if you really look at it, they've been the one that's struggling the most. I mean, them and Paramount have had tons of problems. So this has got to be good for Sony, securing this much money, this much profit, and also securing those billions of dollars for streaming. I mean, they've really hit it out of the ballpark with the Spider-Man and the deals they secured prior to release.